Hi guys, today we've got the super special Ducati SuperSport. It's a nice and sporty bike. You guys have been asking for cruise on this, and we're going to make it happen. So this is the install video for the Veridian cruise system. This is much like our other systems. You're going to remove a few panels and you're going to put in a few connectors. Always with the first step you're going to want to do is remove the seat. Just take your key and you put it into the slot under the seat. And then that comes right off. Be sure to put all your parts in a safe space so you don't kick them or scratch them. Next step is going to be to remove the key protector here. There's two, I believe those are 5 mils, and then that guy comes out. Then you're going to want to remove this right hand inner plastic. So there's one screw here and one screw here. They slide backwards. Slides backwards. Yeah, so these guys at the front, you can see they've got tabs like that. So they kind of want to come down. And then on this side, there's tabs that go backwards. So this whole piece comes backwards. So from here, we want to get this whole side panel off. If you've done the battery on the other side, it's going to be the same procedure. Remove a lot of screws and fight with it for a bit. I'll try to get all the screws, just make sure that I've got everything. So we've got one here, two here, underneath. There is one here, and there should be another one down below. There is two more underneath. So 1 and 2, and those connect both panels together. There's one at the back here. This goes so the plastic is behind the metal clip, like so. Coming up the back, you've got one hidden one in here. Another one up here by the fuses. So there's two by the fuses. There is one more hidden screw I forgot to mention. And it's right up here. So before you go pulling backwards on that, make sure you remove that guy. And I believe that's it. So the tricks to getting this off is there is a couple snaps. So if we can get in through the top, you can see right there, there is a snap. So this side pulls away and then the front's gonna pull away. So always start with the front. And then the next one you wanna work on is this. Do not pull this towards you, it needs to go backwards. And then the last one at the bottom, this can be really fussy, so get your hand in here. I suggest getting your hand in this slot and looking in the top, and you can see where the pop is, and really get your fingers in there because you don't want to crack this or damage this. So on the back side, I'll show, we've got this one at the back that hooks backwards. And then this is the pop that comes outward. And then the two little ones at the front. Now the connectors that we're after are in this area. So in this case, we've already done the install, but we will kind of go through it again. So the throttle connector is this gray guy back here. We want to unplug him. And then we're going to take our cruise controller. One side's going to go back up to the throttle and one side goes back to the ECU. So it's just an inline splice that's going to go into place. So kind of get that into place. Now the controller, you can't put it here because the panel has to come into this area. So you either got to fit it inside the head tube area or you can bring it up here. Now it might be a little bit more visible from that angle. You're going to see it while riding. So if that's a concern, definitely try to fit it into the in this area here. So at this point, we need to put in the diagnostic cable that needs to go all the way to the back. So we're gonna run that under the tank into the diagnostic connector. And the best way to do that is we're gonna raise the tank up a little bit. So you're gonna move this guy here, which I believe is a T25. And then this metal clip can come right out. And then you also wanna remove the screws here and here for the side fenders. What I found best is to remove them, pull it away, and then put the screw back in. So this way it's holding the plastic away. There is one snap here, so don't lose the rubber that's gonna come out of there. Now we've got clearance from the tank. I'll do the same for the other side. Now you can take a small piece of wood, and we're just gonna lift the tank, just like that. So we've got a bit of room to get our hands in here. So run that diagnostic cable behind, and in here you can see this is the braided cable here. We've got it coming long secured to some of the piping here, and it's not gonna get pinched. We really wanna make sure it's not gonna get pinched or rattled along that I'm just gonna put my rubber back in that decided to run away. And be careful, because there's not much holding the tank right now. You can kind of push it off. So once you've got that in, we can go ahead and remove our block. And the connector you want is this red guy here. That's the diagnostic connector. There's usually a cap on it, white cap. Like this. And I suggest just zip tying that back to the side or put it in a spare parts bin. The diagnostic connector does need to be connected full time for the cruise to work, but you can run without it, you just won't get cruise. Now for the last part of this is the switch. So you can have preference if you want that on the left or the right side. Kind of just makes sense for this bike to put it on the left side. I moved the brake over a few millimeters, so you still got full 3, even 4 finger grip here. There's just enough room for that. So we'll come around. So the switch is coming off the top here, coming underneath. Zip tie it again to this cabling, use the same routing all the way back around, come under the triple here and into the cruise controller. And then again, make sure you tuck that all in. And that should be about all you need. So at this point, we can go ahead and confirm a few things. So I'm gonna turn the bike on. I didn't do the best for this, but you can see there is a yellow LED showing. So we got yellow there, and if I squeeze the brake, it's gonna flash yellow and red. If you have a solid red, please get in contact, that's not a good sign. And then from here, it's just putting everything back together. You do have to watch you don't poke the rubber all the way through. It's gotta stay in the hole. So if I can show that. A bit of light. You can see the rubber is still maintained in there. So now when you're putting this side panel back on, I always recommend greasing these push button grommet things. Just a little bit of white lithium grease is all you need. So there's the one here, there's 2 in the front. There's the one push pin here. Once you've kind of just got it loosely in place, I'll start with the top left one, then the middle push button, then the front ones. Remembering that this one has to go forward and this one goes in. Okay, so we're nice and fit, nothing is tight. The alignment's good there, the alignment's good there. Put on all your screws and you're done. So with these guys, again, it's got tabs that want to go forward, and then at the front you've got tabs that go upward. I'll do the rest in a time lapse. If you have any more questions, concerns, please send us an email, info@VeridianCruise.